Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Lord Keith. Today we're going to be running a 142. I was going to run another train but I didn't feel like it. I did one last night and I got as far as Leeds, which is where I'm going to today, and you won't believe this. I got to the last set of points before the station and the train derailed at 14 miles an hour. Seriously. It was so annoying. I'd gone all the way. You know, and then it did that on me. I wasn't amused. Anyway, I deleted the video because I wasn't happy. I don't like doing a journey like that, and then it decided to stop me right on the very edge, at the very end. I don't call that fair play. So we're going to rerun it. Where's it gone? There it is. Right, this is Leeds. There's one little journey I've got to change. Well, it's not a journey, it's a section where you come out of a tunnel, and if you're just going a little too fast, it will immediately destroy you. Now I've got to find, there it is. See that tunnel there? The grey area there, that's a tunnel. And you come out of it on this line. See how it puts you on them points there? Those points there will derail you. So, I'm telling me I can't go that way now. Yeah, now I can. See, I'm quite wary about that corner. It always puts you that way, and it ain't fair. It's not right, and I don't know why they've done that, but now I've got rid of that, and it goes round the corner. It won't have any trouble at all coming out of that tunnel. Right, we are off. We're leaving Manchester Victoria. Well, we will be in a minute. Did I set everything forward? I did. Everything's done. I've got a green light. No wonder I've got a door open. What a nana, eh? What a beast mush made of butter. Right, and we can go. It's been a beautiful day today. It's currently 26 degrees and it is 20 past 7 in the evening. 22nd of June. I tell you what, it was a lovely sunset last night, didn't you see it? For the end of the solstice. The summer solstice. Gorgeous. It's a bit of a hectic day yesterday. I did what I had to do, but you know, you do what you do, don't you? As long as you're all okay, that's what matters to me. Excuse my cough, I do apologise. I'm driving the Ladyboy. This train is 100 coaches. It's huge. I like it. I really like it. Nice and easy train to drive. And I got a new console to record on. I got a nice surprise today. Excuse me. I went shopping this morning and my nephew says to me, I need to go to a game shop. There's a game I'm looking for. So I said, okay, got me more about it. So I carried on doing my shopping, guess what I want, guess what I want. Packed all the bags up. Picked up my bags across the road. round the corner to the game shop. I get to the door and he goes, "You're not coming in here, go away." My nephew. You're not coming in here, go away. He said, "Stand over there." So I stood over the side of the outside the shop on the other side of the window. The taxi to go home. The taxi turns up and said, "You can get out, you can get in it, I'll be with you in a minute." So anyway, I thought no more about it. Oh, he must be looking for his game, which is what he was looking for. So anyway, carried on doing, you know. I was having a chat to the driver, because somebody I knew. And I hadn't seen him for a bit, so you know, we just sort of had a catch up. And he comes in the car, he gets in the car, he's got a bag with him. Paid no attention whatsoever, you know. I didn't even realise he had a bag with him. Because it was, I just thought, you know, he had the game in the bag. Because he's a bit like me, carries a bag. I always carry a bag. And anyway, I get home. I'm putting the shopping away. It comes in the living room. And he goes, "There you go." I said, "What?" "New Xbox S. X, sorry, that's an upgrade from mine, because mine was an S. So now I've got an Xbox S to drive to play on." He says, "I know you're going to shout at me." I never said a word. Never shouted at me. Not a peep. Do you know why? Because he does this all the time. I'm quite used to it. I really am. And then he said to me, "Don't shout at me." So anyway, I'm not bothered. I'm not going to. No, because he's a good lad, you know, and he appreciates the fact that, you know, he's been with me and I look after him. He does, he appreciates that. But now and again he'll buy me something, you know. I find my way of giving him back eventually, you know. I do it when he's not looking. You know, I'll get the money back to you at some point, you know. I'm good at that. I've been doing that for a long time, because he's always buying me things. Always. Buys me chocolate, takes me shopping if I've got no money, you know, if my pension's ran out, he'll take me shopping. Especially if we need milk or anything like that, you know. He's a good lad. I like to travel around, actually. And I appreciate it, really do. My mother would be proud. His mother didn't do pride. She's like me, didn't do pride. I don't do pride either. I'm not proud of anything I've ever done. I've achieved lots, but I'm not proud of any of them. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing I did achieve. When I left school, I was useless at maths. I can add up. I'm alright, you know, I can add up. Since my sister's passed away, she was the genius with numbers in art. And I was really good at it. Yet, I now find that I can do the job as well. I can do it. You know, I'm good at the maths and stuff like that as well. That's a learn. Of course, yeah, that's a learn. But there was one time I was struggling with my finances. And my nephew says to me, "Why don't we do it this way?" So we looked at everything, looked at all the budget and what have you. He says, "We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of that." Anyway, my younger brother, he used to donate a lot to charity. And it went through my bank. So after he passed away, 12 months later or 2 years later, my nephew says to me, "Why are you still paying for these?" So I said, "Well, you know, they're paying charities because he's not here to carry them on. Why are you still paying them?" He said, "They're not, the money doesn't go to them anyway." Well, most of it doesn't, you know, it's for the big buses. So I cancel them all. And he says to me, "We'll work out your finances. finances, we'll work out how much money you've got, we'll work out how many bills you've got, and you will be surprised how much money I have actually got spare now. I never used to have any money at one point. Now, I don't know what to do with the bugger. I've got loads of it. You know, I don't care. I'm comfortable. I've never been comfortable in my life, but I'm comfortable now. And it's all thanks to him. And when he left school, he couldn't even tell the time, alone anything else. Well, I forgot, they don't even teach you the time in schools anymore. I was talking to a girl in our local Chinese, and she was wearing a nice looking watch. So I said to her, I said, that's a nice watch. I said, are you alright with that watch? She goes, no, she said, it's my mother's. She said, I borrowed it off her. I said, so what time is it then? They're just winding you up. She looked at her phone, she goes, I said, what are you looking at your phone for? She goes, because you can't tell the time. Well, why are you wearing a watch? Some people, you know. And yet, she's just left high school. She can't tell the time. What are they teaching these days? Do you know what I mean? When I went to school, I sat up and paid attention, which is why I am the way I am, you know. There's a lot of things I've done that I never thought I'd actually learn. But I'll be honest with you, things didn't go in my head when I was at school. So, you know, because I was bullied quite a lot when I was at school. I didn't want to pay attention to much. Anyway, I went to France a couple of years ago. This is the same story. I went to France, and you would be surprised how much French I actually know. I actually went to Paris for a long weekend, and I didn't have a problem with the language whatsoever. And I hadn't studied French since I was like 13. So it just shows you've done it. And the year after I went to Amsterdam, I took the trouble of learning a little bit of Dutch before I went, just in case I got stuck. And I think it's a great idea, that. I really do. If you're going to go anywhere and you're going abroad, I would highly recommend just learning a little bit, enough to get you around, enough to say hello, how are you, you know, please, thank you. It's all you need, a few manners, get you a long way in another country, that. And it's, you only need enough to, like, buy something, like a drink or, you know, what have you. That's all you need to know. As long as you can say yes please and thank you, you'd have no problem. Or what is this? You know, that's all you need. But yeah, I got away, got around it really easily. Then again, I learned Dutch. And you know what, in Holland, in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, they all speak English. It's taught in school. They teach Dutch and they teach English. It's all part of your curriculum. It just shows you've done it, eh? To them, English and Dutch is second nature. To us, Dutch is a heck of a hard language to learn, you know. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Even I had trouble learning it, but I learned a little bit, you know. It's not a great language. It doesn't come easy. There's some languages which are really easy. But others, you learn, don't you? There's a nice site called Duolingo. You can learn everything on there. Any language you want. Duolingo. You can do it for free, or you can pay a premium and go on do an extra curriculum of your own, and it gives you a daily exam on how you're doing, what you've learnt. You'd be surprised how good it is. It's really good. been a glorious day today. It's been cloudy most of the day, the sun's out now. So it'll go dark about 10:30, quarter to 11. Oh, excuse me, tired. I'm waiting until past 4. Woke up with cramp. I've had a sore leg afterwards for it all day. Still sore even now. The muscles in the back of the knees are really ache, really sore. Still not doing the daily exercise. I'll do when I come back. Meanwhile, I am just doing them. I'm just going along. Excuse me. Not on the bottom of the beautiful briny one. Just along the train tracks. I'm just going along. Well, I hope you've all had a good day. Let's have a look at the scenery here, shall we? Look at that. These are the Yorkshire Hills, you know. That'd be lovely here. Yeah, it's really nice. Look at them. Really good. I always wanted to live in one of those communities where there's only like 7 or 8 houses in one neighbourhood. You know what I mean? There's a few of them. There's one in Wiltshire called Stanton St. Vincent. That's really good. It's got a fun neighbourhood. Beautiful down there. I took my friend of mine to see his sister and his brother-in-law, who was dying of cancer. So he was a very good friend of mine, actually, this guy. We used to play darts together. Anyway, I was sat in the living room one day and he was getting on, you know. He lost his wife already. So anyway, we just sat in the living room and we were having a chat before we had playing darts. Anyway, so I sat there, I took the tears in his eyes. I said, "What's up, bro?" And he said, "What news this morning? My brother-in-law's dying." I said, "Oh," I said, "I'm sorry to hear that." She goes, "Do you know the only problem that's bothering me?" I said, "What?" He goes, "I can't get down there. I haven't got the money to go down." I had a car at the time, and he knew I had a car. But I wasn't going to say anything. So anyway, I said, "Tell you what we'll do, Bert." I said, "Like, you get up early in the morning." He said, "What time do you get early?" I said, "What time do you get up?" Because normally, he said, "I get up about 5:30. Which is normal because he used to be a farmer. That's what he did. Anyway, I said, "Right," I said, "I'll pick you up at 6 o'clock. And he goes, "Why, where are we going?" I said, "I'm going to see your sister." Anyway, he goes, "No, I can't have you drive me all the way down there." I said, "Just get up at that time in the morning." Anyway, I picked him up about 5:45. And we drove all the way down to Wiltshire. I was sat in his sister's house at 9 o'clock. Great journey. Roads were dead. Roads are absolutely dead quiet. And it was, we had a really good day actually. So we stayed over at his sister's, well he did, I went in the hotel across the road. But the village where they lived was a beautiful place. Really quiet. Gorgeous village. Him and his sister, they both passed away now. Yeah, he couldn't thank me enough. Really couldn't thank me enough. I'm like that. And you know, I look after my friends. And even though I don't drive now, I still look after my friends. If they need anything, I'm there for them and they know it. You know, I don't begrudge my friends anything. And that's how I think it should be. That's how I believe life should be. You know, life's hard enough as it is without, you know, anything else. when there's a will, there's a way, and if I can help, I will. You know, that's just how I am. I don't care what it's like, you know. If I can afford it, I'll help. But I wasn't going to have him, you know, in that state. Because I knew he thought the world of his sister. What's weird about his mother-in-law like that, you know, it's not nice. And I didn't want him to be upset knowing he couldn't go. So I took him. Down, we spent the day, we stayed over, we come back the following day, and I brought him back the scenic route. I took him into Bristol from Stanton, and come back for a podcast from Wales, come a long way on. He loved it, absolutely loved it. He couldn't do enough, he couldn't thank me enough. I was just pleased I could help him. He was a good friend. He was a good friend. Funny enough, I met him on a coach trip, you know, on a mystery tour. Back in 1978 or 80. On a mystery tour on a coach trip, and he was sat in the seats opposite me, and we got chatting. Lovely fella. Had a real good, thick Somerset accent. He used to talk like this. He had an uncle, and he used to drive his tractor everywhere, all over the countryside. You know, you'd see him going out in his tractor every day. He'd have the trailer on, put the cows in the back. He was lovely like that. That's the way he talked. There's a good image, you know, comes to mind the way he used to speak. But yeah, lovely bloke, lovely fella. Could have met a nicer Christian, tell you. He used to go to church as well, went to the same church as me. I've never met him in church though, before I met him on the coach. But then again, he used to sit in the middle rows and I used to sit near the back. I wasn't one of these that I wanted to be seen in church. So I used to sit near the back where I could get to Sunday class and stuff like that, because my mum was still doing that. She enjoyed that, my mum being a Sunday school teacher. Surprised what you do, you know. I still do that. You know, I don't drive anymore because the arthritis in my spine doesn't allow me to. Because if I sit in the wrong position for a while, I can't feel my feet, and that means I can't feel the pedals in the car, so I can't drive. I miss it. I do miss driving though. I used to enjoy driving. I used to drive everywhere. Good when your health's not good, you know. I've had arthritis in my back for 40 years. I'm that used to it now, I don't even feel it anymore. It's just, my feet are numb and that's all there is to it because of the spine, you know. I still walk, but I'm not great on my feet. And I still fall now and again, and all. You know, it's difficult when you've got no feeling in your feet, it's difficult. But I don't complain about it, you know. ahead where we're going, how far we are. Let's have a look at the countryside now. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wouldn't you like to live there? You know, the only problem with living out in the countryside like this is winter time. Because I'm guaranteed, right, every winter you're going to get snowed in. It's guaranteed. I don't know if you saw the video where I was talking about the Snake Pass from Glossop to Sheffield while I was doing the Glossop run. That road needs one snowflake and it's blocked. Terrible. It gets up there. You could have 6 inches of snow falling in half an hour. And yeah, it just literally comes down that fast. I've never been up there when it's been snowing, because I never want to get stuck up there. Although my car was nice and warm when we were inside the car in the winter. It was nice and warm. That with the heater on that car was amazing. And then when I had my Lada Combi, that was a mistake car. That thing was starting minus 50. That first time every time in the winter. Didn't matter how much snow was on the ground or how cold it was, it started first time every time. Great little car it was. It was a bit heavy on the fuel, but you know, cars are, aren't they? You know, plastic cars. Yeah, my Sierra used to guzzle it. Used to puke it like you do. But it was a 1600. You know, it was a big car. That was another great car. Went all over. Used to work all over and that. Worked everywhere from Liverpool to Carlisle. In that car. Had a great job back then, you know. Really good job. I used to do mobile carer. It's all a mobile carer. The shift starts at 6 in the morning and it's finished between 6 and 8 in the evening. But most of it was on the road. Because I didn't get my first job till about 6 o'clock because I didn't know where I was going to be. And then they'd ring me and they give me my boot for the day. And I'd just go from one to the other to do my jobs. And then I got back whenever I finished, you know. Just whatever I was. There was no clocking in or clocking out, everything was done to time. You got paid by the hours, even when you were driving, you got paid by the drive as well. It worked out to be about, you know, if I remember right, it was around £350. Great job. It was well worth it, well worth it. God knows it as well. To get in the car in the morning, to lie in the front seat and do the rounds and some sleep whenever I went let it reset. It'll let me go again straight away, you see. I'm coming to the end already. Remember, I changed the points on this corner. There's a station here with sharp points on it. There they are, off to the left, look. And then they go left again. Between those two lefts, you derail. Which is why I went straight on. I'm hoping today that we're going to actually get to where I'm going. I can't go too fast because it's coming out onto that 15 and it won't be, I don't want it to derail. Derails on a pin, this one. This train. Look at that. Look at that. Look at you. Fantastic. You've even got the building there, look. That's a proper Yorkshire town, that is, isn't it, eh? We're still not in Leeds. I'm not a Yorkshire man myself, I'm a Lancashire. I'm from Lancashire. I like Yorkshire. Yorkshire is lovely. I like Yorkshire. I like Yorkshire. I like, you know, anywhere where there's really nice countryside. I love it. I love it all. And I think the reason I like it that much is the fact that I was born in the city. Yeah, I hate city life. I find it too crowded. I find it too bustling. Too many people. Can't see much over the trees. Snow bait, that, you know, snow bait. Yeah. I used to have some friends in Doncaster, you know, a long time ago. Long time ago. I went up to see them in the winter. I went on the train. I froze my foot off. Quite literally. It was freezing. I went to see them, but it was freezing, absolutely freezing. And on the train on the way home, there was no heater on the train. Because I saw the windows on the inside, it was that way. Bother me. You know, I'm just the same as everybody else. I know it was freezing, but I wasn't bothered about the cold. You know. I had a nice thick coat on and a thick jumper. That's the thing. I have a lot of good friends. Go visiting my friends. I didn't let them down, even though they lived a long way away, I still went. I had some good friends in Milton Keynes, even though I lived in Manchester. Now why has the brakes come on? It's weird, that, isn't it? slowing down. Let's stop it, reset it. I don't know why that happened. Playing up. The brakes just come up for no reason. No, it's really lovely. It's struggling, really struggling. It's nothing to do with the Xbox, it's to do with the game. Weird that. I never worked that one out. Did it the other day, do you remember? I just took the train off for no reason. There's got to be something up with TS5 that. Got to be. Must be a bug on it, glitch or something, isn't it? Or it might just be something to do with the 142, which is which surprised me that. I'll just tell you about that. Go to Lancaster each night. The train we go eating. Lancaster, I don't know anyone there now. Been to Eglinton since the 80s. Never went there. Didn't do it in the house. Street now, so it'll be alright. Look at that countryside. Beautiful, isn't it? Countryside, more than the city. Right. My nephew's here with me. I was just asking him if he likes the country, just sat there nodding. Oh, the water cooler. See that big chimney there? Not that one. That one behind it. I used to blow out steam. I know why they close up when you have to down. To go, folks. Oh no, slow down. Good brakes on this one. I'm being very wary of the points. That's why I keep looking at the map. If it's going to derail, it's going to be there, which is where it was yesterday. So I'm just watching. It ain't happening today. And I'm going to consider doing it today. It ain't doing it. looking perch. Oh. Nearly there, 6 miles to go. So look at the map. I'm watching tonight. I'm going to slow right down when I approach the station. After last night's fiasco on those points, I'm not having that bit. I went all that way, the video was about an hour long. And it was just at the right time. Just pulling into the station, looking up the clip, popping up. I was in class 45 as well. That's a noisy engine, that is, you know. I'm surprised why I don't use it that often. If any of you got a favourite train and you want me to drive it, just let me know. If I've got it in the collection, I'll drive it for you. As long as it's not a foreign train, in which case I'll have to learn it first. Doing anything in this boiling hot weather? Just whatever you do, keep yourself safe. Don't go in cold water. Not good. A shock can do damage. Nobody wants that. I still want you all here later on in the week, you know. Further south, I hope you take care because the heat's going to be incredible. According to what they're saying. Thankfully, I can't swim, so I'm nowhere near water now. Put the brakes on one just to slow it down a touch. This is how these trains used to react, you know, all the time. They bounced up and down. They used to call them the roller coaster train. 142s were notorious for it. They were very highly sprung. So they used to bounce about. I think they thought that putting in better springage would make a train more comfortable. When all it did was made you sick from bouncing about. But you know, you live and learn, don't you? Great train, great little engine. You know, really good on the track. The only problem with it was it derail on the pin. Put a stone on the track, this thing had come off, you know. They used to do that, you know, a lot of people used to do that. Put stones on the tracks. Just to watch the train crush it. Dangerous, you know. Because if the train didn't crush it and you just flicked it, somebody could get seriously hurt. Should never do that. If you know, anywhere near a level crossing, never put a stone on the line. It's highly dangerous. It's illegal as well, by the way. So yeah, I used to see a lot of people do it when I was a kid. Especially when I was on holiday. The holiday camp we used to go to had sidings at the bottom of the camp for coal trucks. And people used to pick the stones and the coal out, you know, what was left in the trucks, put it on the tracks for the trains to go over. Because there was no fencing up, it was just, with it being sidings, it was just straight to the main line. And it was dangerous. They used to hide then in the bushes, wait for the train to come along, see if it squished the stone. If it was cold, it would just crush it, but, you know, turn it to a black powder. But it was the other bits of stone, the ballast, you know, that they used for the tracks. They used to flick that instead of crush it. But it's also dangerous because it can also derail the train. And that in itself is bad. You know, you don't want any of that. So if you're anywhere near railway line, please don't put stones on the line. It's not safe and it's illegal. Fly got in my house and was annoying me. Got a fly swatter all over the doing up. Get rid of it, flies. Very annoying in weather like this. That was an accident. We're here anyway now. 1 mile to go. I need to go easy now because we're coming up to the end of it. There's lots of points here. We have to be careful. Going on the speed, and we'll have to slow down again later on when we get into the station. I don't like it when the train derails, it's not good. also running downhill. So I've got to keep on the brakes to see it doesn't go over, because if it goes over it'll come off and I don't want that. This is where we come off here last night, just round this corner. These points at 10 mile an hour. Yes, I know I'm doing 11. We're in now anyway. There's my character, look. Hello, it looks like me, no? In the wave. That, my friends, is how it's done. My nephew's saying his heart went kaboom kaboom. Very dodgy, that track, I'm telling you. Is that the man with the moustache? No, he walked away and saw me looking at him. Look at that, look, 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 he's got a big caterpillar on his nose, under his nose, look. What the heck of a talking wig is that? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Let's have a look how long the train is then. So there's a fruit there. Goes all the way down here. All the way down here. Down there. Down there. Down here. I told you it was a big train. Look at that. It's a long way from the station, isn't it? Look. About a mile, isn't it? about a mile, yeah? Aye. This is Leeds Station. There's no point going anywhere from here because I've got all the collectibles for this place. I've been on here quite a few times actually. I usually... Is that a poster? Whoa. Do you know what? I'm going to get out of the train. I'm going to delete the train and I'm going to just go and have a look to see if that's one of the posters that I'm looking for. I can't remember if I've got every collectible on here, you see. If it is, you'll see what the collectibles do when you touch them. Oh, hello, he's got his briefcase. Must be important. Now, was it this one? Is it that side? Oh, there it is. Ah, yeah, they won't be all the same. No, it's not. That's not. It's a door. I tell you, right? It very easily. I mean, would that not look to you like a poster from across the way? Yes, it would. And yet, if I walk, I'm pretty sure there's a poster on this station. If I can find it, I'll show it you. There it is. That's the posters that you're looking for. Now, if you was to see that from over here, that would look like that, would it not? Yeah, thought it might. Yeah, well look. There's one of the collectibles as well, the newspaper stand. That'd be right. GDP dropped by 1.8. It's on the floor now, isn't it, GDP? But never mind. Anyway, right, that is the end of this video, my friends. I shall see you in the next one. I hope you have a great day. Take care in this heat. Please look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. My name's Lord Keith, and bye for now.